What is project management? Project management is simply put the art of getting stuff done. So project management is a series of processes and a perspective on the world. How you take a lot of disorganized information and you put it into a cohesive, structured format called a project plan. And this enables you to see in a visual representation all the pieces of the puzzle that need to happen in order for you to reach your goal, or multiple goals, or sometimes there may be tens of goals, which is where we get into a project portfolio, where we have multiple projects that are going in line to the same time in order for multiple goals to be progressed toward in parallel. So what does that mean though? A project plan is like a giant checklist. So when we make a small checklist, once we get about 10, 20 things, it can become a little overwhelming. And then sometimes you start the first thing on the list and you realize there's another step before you can move on to the fourth thing on the list. That's called a dependency. So a project plan is a way to sit down, dedicate time to map out all those items, and then we can prioritize them. We can show dependencies. This needs to happen first. This needs to happen second. This needs to happen third. So if these two things need to happen before the third thing can happen, then I have to start on the second day of the month in order for the third thing to finish by the 30th day of the month. So all of these things go together to create just a project plan, and that's not all of project management. What I think is the most valuable part of project management is having a dedicated person whose job it is to just keep track of things and keep making sure that it's getting done. That frees up your mind, and if it's a team of people or multiple teams of people, it frees up everyone's mind to focus on what they do best instead of trying to what we call context switch, which is when you're in the middle of a task and then you have to go do something else. You actually become a lot less efficient because now your brain is switching one part of itself on and the other part off, back and forth, as opposed to you being able to get into a deep flow mode where you can do this one thing that you're really good at and just keep doing it, and you become more and more efficient the longer you stay focused on the one thing. Project management does consist of planning, which is the project plan. Then it consists of what we call weekly or monthly status updates, depending on the nature of the project. What I see underneath it all is that project management is a mental health champion. Project management helps you feel less overwhelmed, less disorganized, less stressed. It helps you feel more self-assured, more confident, and it enables you to trust yourself more. What I see time and time again at work, and I'm actually experiencing this right now where I'm starting to work with a new team who unfortunately was short-staffed and didn't have someone dedicated to managing their project or their entire portfolio, which consists of 40 projects. They were overwhelmed, they were tired, they were stressed. It breeds a certain insecurity of, am I missing something? It breeds a certain instability of, oh no, what if this blows up? I'm already at my capacity. I come in, I tell everyone, I turn AI notes and I say, just tell me everything in your head. We're going to dump it all into a big pile of messy notes and I'll organize it for you. Just that alone, I can see the relief wash over their face. It's like having someone come in to clean your house when you just have been so busy. And but they clean it the way you want it clean, right? Like, I don't know, I definitely have an OCD tendencies, so I think it's so sweet if my mom comes over. Like when I was sick, she came over and she loves to put things away, and I love that. But even I've heard this from moms or like wives, like if someone doesn't do it the way you like it, it's clean, but it's like, ugh. So you still have one thing to do because you have to go like adjust it later. The difference in project management and that is that I am an agent of you. Your wish is my command. If you think this thing wants to be done first, we'll do it first. Now I will consult with you and say, hold on now, let's sanity check that, because if you wanted this to be done in 6 months, but now you're saying you want to start a new project tomorrow, I don't think you have the human capacity to do both. And then I see people start to do those own checks on themselves after they work with me over time. They start to understand the principles of, hey, I actually do get more done when I focus on my top priority. And there's actually no rush. A lot of times I've noticed that my clients that I work with, they feel a sense of impending doom. They feel a need to rush towards the finish line and say, oh, I'm going to launch an app next month, and then I'm going to build another company, and then I'm going to go on tour, and then I'm going to launch a merch line. And it's like, wait, hold on. Let's put all this on paper. Each of these things takes 3 to 4 months. And, the app is what's going to start bringing money in. Why don't we do that in the first 3 to 4 months? And we can launch the merch at the end of the year around Christmas. And then you see the light bulbs go off and they're like, wait, yeah, let's do it that way. So that's part of what a project manager does. You just have this dedicated partner and champion whose goal it is to keep you reaching your goals. That's it. Like, I've had clients tell me like, I'm sorry, I'm moving this thing around. And I'm like, hey, the only skin in the game I have is for you. I have a list of all the things you said you wanted the end of your year to look like. I just want us to look at this in 12 months and both be able like, wow, you did that. However, it means we have to shuffle the board, to play Tetris with your calendar. I'm the one who's here to do those things to make sure that you can have that feeling at the end of the year. One other thing a project manager does that my mentor says that she believes is one of the most valuable aspects of project management, especially in high intensity, short timeline projects, is we manage risks and issues. So a risk is something that could impact the project from being able to be complete or be able to be on time. A issue is something that is currently going wrong. So let's say we're building an app and we find a bug that is like unfixable that we did not foresee, and it's 2 weeks before we have this huge launch party that everyone's already invited to, and like the app has to be working at the launch party. My job is to take that issue and ring it from the rooftops to all the people who can make this issue go away until it's gone. And then I come back to you the day before the launch party, and I say, hey, it's fixed. Pull up your app. And it works. That's my job. So, and my job isn't necessarily to go in and hard code a resolution. My job is to say, hey, who's the guy who can do the thing? And where is he at? And how do I get his ear? And this can be a myriad of ways that I can make that happen. A lot of it is empathy and emotional intelligence. Sometimes issues at surface value aren't really the issue that we think it is, right? Sometimes we think there's a bug in the code And I'm going to be very real and say that, I've seen projects were delayed because when I got a one-on-one with the developer, his father was very sick and actually ended up passing away. So he's not an issue. He's dealing with something, but he doesn't know how to communicate that, and completely understandably, right? But the answer there is, you know what? Why don't you take some time off? And I'll find someone else who can do this. And then, and we'll have another video about empathetic leadership in project management, because I truly believe that is my special sauce. And that's what's made me stand apart and gain so much favor and social capital with everyone I work with. Yes, the project needs to be managed, but there are people carrying out these actions to bring this to fruition. And the people are the most important part. You don't have the people on board, you don't have the project. So we manage risk and issues. One other aspect of project management that I want us to talk about is, so first we set up the project plan, we get all the information dumped out of their head, put it on paper. There's a beautiful project plan that we hope just works every time. Spoiler alert, it never goes exactly according to plan, but the whole goal is that the structure we've created helps us drive forward with a lot of momentum. As we start to execute the plan, risks and issues naturally pop up. My job is not only to capture those and document those in an organized format so we don't lose track of anything or forget anything, but also drive those things forward until they are no longer an issue. So once we do that, and once we get the project done, which is, there's no feeling like checking things off on a list for me, and then closing a project is like, I'm like, it gives me joy. So we've done all the things. We don't just want to walk away at that point and say, hey, nice to know ya, see ya. That's a very important time where we have an opportunity to do what we call a retrospective, which is my favorite part of project management. A retrospective is a thing we do. You could do it at the end of either a sprint or a project, depending on the type of project. I like to do it at the end of a project, but in agile project management, it's recommended to do at the end of a sprint, or at least at the end of a major release of a feature. Let's say you're building an app and you have developed half of the app, half of the things you want it to do, and they're all working. So then we sit down and we say, okay, awesome. What went well? What didn't go well? And what do I still have questions about? So it's this like collaborative, I call it like the family therapy of project management. It's just this collaborative exercise. It's best if you're in person to like do it over dinner, or maybe take the team to a happy hour. Let people relax and really reflect. And it's a way that brings the team together. And it's like a no judgment zone where people can be like, you know what? At the beginning of the project, I was in my ego and I kept saying I could get things done in 2 weeks that took me 4 weeks. So next time I'm going to work harder on really sitting down and thinking through the items that are being done for me, so I don't end up making the project delayed. Or, I've seen different things like, hey, I was confused about who I was supposed to email in this project, and I literally lost weeks going in circles trying to get the right person to help me with something. And we talk about it and someone's like, oh yeah, I knew that off the top of my head. So we're like, okay, well, maybe an improvement we can do next time is we can come to the team first instead of going to other people. Or why don't we all compile a list of all the points of contact we know and what they do, and share that information in a collaborative format. instead of hoarding our information, which makes the team weaker. So retrospectives are a continuous improvement tool that do exactly what they say. They help you to keep getting better over and over. And that, to me, is one of the most magical parts of project management. Yes, you need to list the things, you need to organize the things, we need to talk about the things, we need to check off the things, we need to call out any risk and push them forward. But if we can get better at doing the same thing day over day, week over week, month over month, year over year, that's true efficiency. Project management is about getting things done, but also getting them done better, faster, stronger, working smarter, hence the name SmartWorks. So all those things we do, we being project managers, to make you look good. My job is to make your job easier, period, point blank. So I know that there's only 2.2% of technology professionals right now are Black women, and I'm so honored to represent that 2.2%. And I'm speaking to all the other Black women out here who are managing the world. You're managing projects, whether you're building apps or not. If you're managing a grocery list or a household, you're managing projects. If you're remodeling your closet, you're managing projects. If you've set a weight loss goal, you're managing projects. If you are leveling up, you're managing projects. If you are building a social network with a strategic initiative, you're managing projects. And if you are one of the fast growing number of Black women creating a business and or getting a higher education, babe, you're managing a portfolio and you don't even know it. And you may be running into issues, or you may be doing the damn thing, but I want to challenge you and say, maybe you're doing too much. Maybe we could put this on paper and find opportunities to delegate so you can not only build that business, but you can also enjoy your weekends, right? The idea of project management is not to continuously improve and get more and more done so you can put more and more on your plate. It is to create a work-life balance and to release stress and to eliminate overwhelm and to encourage a balanced, slow, soft life. You can have all the things. And I'm going to challenge our admirable Miss Obama and say that if you have the right project management in place, you can't have them all at once. Right? And that's a nuanced conversation. I'm not going to say Michelle Obama's wrong, obviously. She's mother. But her famous quote is, you can't have all the things, just not at the same time. And I love that. And I think that's such a great way to release us from this perfectionistic image we think we have to have. But you can literally have most of the things at the same time if you delegate the things that need to be delegated, and if you have a project management system in place, or even better yet, a project manager extraordinaire like myself on your team who has the systems in place. So that's what project management is. These giant tech companies have been doing it for decades, and this is how literally multi-billion-dollar companies have been built within what seems like the speed of light. You can be your own universe, and you can build whatever reality you want with the right project manager. So, with that being said, I'm Ari, your favorite chic geek and project manager extraordinaire. If you're ready to work smarter, please check out the description. We have some wonderful DIY templates for a project plan. More to come soon. And also, you can book a 30-minute free consultation with me to talk through your goals, and we can at least get the ball rolling. And if you are interested in just saying, you know what, I'm all about everything you're talking about, and you're ready to take a real step towards becoming less stressed and more organized, we can definitely talk about my consulting with SmartWorks Consultancy, and we would love to step in and help you on a monthly basis or some sort of retainer agreement, and talk through all the systems you have in place, all the projects you have in flight, and how we can make those things work smarter and free you up to live your life, right? We work to live. We do not live to work. Money is meant to be enjoyed. Money is a means to an end. Money is not an end. So if you're a business owner, and I